So to start our jive, I'd just like to dance a basic in place. Now the gentleman will commence on his left foot, the lady will commence on her right foot by just stepping back and back. We now replace the weight onto the gentleman's right foot and onto the lady's left foot. And now we're going to introduce a jive chassé, which is side, close, side. Keep it quite small because jive music is quite fast. So gentlemen will be dancing left, right, left. Ladies dancing right, left, right. And 1, a 2, and 1, a 2. So that's the basic of our jive. So let's just try that once more. Gentleman back left, lady back right, and quick, 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 a quick, quick, a quick. So if we just take double hold now, that's holding both hands and we can get a little bit of confidence from our partner. Gentleman left, lady right. We'll put a little group of this together. Ready? And quick, 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 a quick, quick, a quick, 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 a quick, quick, a quick. Now, that's your basic jive step. Now, if the gentleman in his left hand holds just the lady's right hand, we're away from partner, so this is called open facing position. Now, in this position, we can introduce the link, which is still our back replace and chassé, but on the first chassé, you will move into your partner, hence linking together. Gentleman left, lady right, and back, replace and chassé in, and chassé to the right for the gent, the left for the lady. So let's try our link a couple of times more. Remember, we have to start away so that we can link up. Gent left, lady right, and back, replace and chassé in and chassé sideways. So let's try, in our double hold, 2 basics first and then our link step. So in our double hold, just our straightforward back replace, gent left, lady right, and back replace and chassé 1, chassé 2, back replace and chassé. Now release your right hand, gent, link it in, chassé 1, chassé 2. That was really good. Now, if the gentleman opens slightly to his left and the lady slightly to her right and dance a back replace, followed by the 2 chassés, that becomes a fallaway basic. So gentleman opening out to the left, lady opening to the right, stepping back, and back replace and chassé 1, chassé 2. Back replace, chassé 1, chassé 2. So you have like 3 types of basic there that you've learnt. So let's start in our free hold, I think, this time. So just back replace, and then we'll join the gent's left hand to the lady's right hand when we do our link. So back replace and back replace and chassé 1, chassé 2. Back replace and chassé 1, join it up for the link. Back replace, we link it in, fall away basic, open it out, chassé, 1 more fall away, open it out, chassé, chassé. Well done, that was really good. Now, so the first of the variations we're going to teach you is a fall away throwaway. Now this is just an extension onto the fall away basic. All we're doing is turning it a little and the lady will move away from the man at the end of the step. It still carries the step, step, chassé, chassé combination. So gentleman left, lady right, we're stepping back in our fall away position and then we're both chasséing with a little turn made and back replace and chassé. Now the gentleman will release his right hand and chasse to his right, while the lady chasses away from the man on her left foot and chasse. So you've gone back into your open facing position. So if we can try that once more. Gentleman left, lady right, and back, replace and bring her across and let her go. Maybe if I ask Scott and Vicky to turn around and face the camera, you can see it from a different angle. In your hold, we'll dance it towards the camera, gent left, lady right, and back, replace, he brings her across and he lets her go to put her into open facing position. So let's have a go then, right from the very beginning. We'll start it in our double hold, just our basic step, left fellas, right ladies, and back, replace and chasse, chasse, back, replace and chasse, into our link, back, replace and chasse, 2 fall away basics, chasse, chasse, back, replace, chasse, now into our fall away, throw away, and we're in our open facing position. Good. Now the next step, if we can put you back to a sideways angle, we're going to teach you the change of place from left to right. Now this is a basic step for the man, but the lady is dancing her chasses, turning under the arm. So the lady will turn to her left. So she dances, if I can get Vicky to dance it on her own, she dances back, replace, and then chasses, turning to her left, and chasses to her right. So maybe we can try that again. Maybe, Vicky, if you face the camera. So she goes back, replace, chasse 1, chasse 2. So maybe if we can put Scott in now. And Vicky will go back to her open facing position. We've got the back, replace, and back, replace, and chasse 1, chasse 2. So if we can put Vicky to face the camera, you'll see it from another angle, open it up. You'll notice that the gent will make a slight turn as he shadows the lady. And back, replace, and chasse 1, chasse 2. Now, if we show you that again, the underarm turn or the change of place from left to right can also end in open facing position. So gent left, lady right, and back, replace, and chasse 1, chasse 2. If you just turn that round the other way, if you dance it again from another angle, gent left, lady right, and back, replace, she turns under the arm, still keeping the chasse, chasse rhythm going. So let's see how we go now, building our routine up. So we have our basics first, ready, and back, replace, and chasse 1, chasse 2. Back, replace, and chasse 1. Here comes the link. Back, replace, we chasse in. Here comes the fall away basic. Chasse, chasse, fall away, chasse. Now the fall away, throw away. Now comes the change of place into open facing. That was really good. Should we just try that once again? Ready, and back, replace, 1, 2, 3, 4. Quick, 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 into the link. Quick, 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 quick. Fall away, quick, 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 quick. Fall away, quick, 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 quick. Here we go with the thrower away and the change of place from left to right. Now, the last of the variations that we'd like to teach you is the change of hands behind the back. Now, the gentleman commences this in open-facing position, and then he takes a handshake hold as he turns his back on the lady. So without moving, we'll just take the back replace and then go to handshake hold. Just do the hands. So we've got open facing. Now he would go right to right and then back left to right. Just do the hands again. No feet. It's just left to right, right to right, left to right. That's how your hands will work, gentlemen. Now, again, you're still keeping the 1-2 chassé rhythm going. Now, if we ask Vicky to just move out of the way, we can get Scott to demonstrate what the gentleman does. Now, you're still keeping the same format of back, replace, chassé. Now, don't worry too much, guys, because you have got quite a lot of time to change those hands behind your back. The main thing is turning your back on the lady. So the turn is made to your left. So you're dancing on your left foot back and back, replace, you chassé forward, chassé sideways. Back, replace, chassé forward, chassé sideways. So you can see how he changed his hands behind his back. Just watch that once more, guys. Ready? And back, replace, you chassé, turning your back and chassé to face. Back, replace, turn your back on her and chassé to face her. Now, if we can ask Vicky to come in and ask Scott to go out, the lady really just dances a chassé circle around the man. Now, whilst the man has turned his back on the lady turns towards the man. So she dances right foot back, back, replace, and chassé right, chassé left. So she's gone over halfway. But it is really just like dancing the outside of a circle. So right foot back and back, replace, and chassé right, chassé left. Once more and back, replace, and chassé right, chassé left. Back, replace, chassé right, chassé left. So let's see if we can put that together. So if Scott comes back in. Now, gentleman left. Don't forget, guys, you have to turn your back on your lady. Ladies, turn in towards your man. Ready? And back, replace, chassé 1, chassé 2. 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 So let's see now if we can put this all together. So we've just learnt a basic step, the link step, the fall away basic, the fall away throwaway, change of place from left to right, and then change of hands behind the back. So here we go with our basic and back, replace, chassé 1, chassé 2. Back, replace, chassé 1. Now we go into our link step. Chassé 1. Now our fall away basic. Chassé, chassé. Fall away, chassé. Now we're into our fall away, throw away. Now the change of place, left to right. Now the change of hands, behind the back. Change of hands, so you see how the pattern has formed together.